But it looks like we are going to move to our 6.11 item, 11:45 a.m., presentation of a proclamation commending Supervisor Moke Simon for his 8 years of service to the county as District 1 Supervisor. And who's got procs and plaques? All right, EJ, let's get her done.
All right, well, so I've been asked I've been given this honor to do this proclamation for you, Moke. It's been an honor with you for what, 6 years now. Yeah, come on up. Come on up. Yeah.
You're here. You know what? You shouldn't have came if you didn't want to come up here. You shouldn't have showed up.
All right. All right. So as I was saying, Moke, it's been an honor working with you for the past 6 years. You being the first Native American elected to the position, awesome. And for the family supporting Moke, I know how important that is. And I'm going to go ahead and continue on this proclamation. So, proclamation commending Moke Simon on his 8 years of service to the county as District 1 Supervisor. Whereas, after 8 years of exceptional service and dedication spanning 2 terms as an elected member of the Lake County Board of Supervisors, Moke Simon is retiring from county service on January 7th, 2025. And whereas Moke was born and raised in Middletown, cultivating lifelong ties to his community in Lake County, and those relationships and Moke's forthright nature have been a gift to many. And whereas football has played a key role for Moke from his days at Middletown High School to Butte College, where he was inducted into the Hall of Fame in 2018, Texas A&M, Kingsville, and even the National Football League and World League of American Football. And he has particularly treasured the opportunity to develop young people as an assistant coach for his beloved Middletown Mustangs. And whereas Moke became the youngest tribal chairman of the Middletown Rancheria of Pomo Indians of California at age 27, has returned to the role for the last 12 years. And whereas, when elected as District 1 Supervisor in 2017, Moke became the first Native person to serve on the Lake County Board of Supervisors, and he has brought a deeply held intention to build our communities to thrive for the next 7 generations. And that legacy and long-term lens helped enable a commitment to planning efforts such as Vision 2028 and Lake County 2050 that will reverberate on in every Lake County community. And whereas he has demonstrated compassionate leadership during Valley and Clayton fire response and recovery, focusing efforts on temporary housing and support for survivors in the aftermath of the Valley fire, Moke and partners stepped up to help the Anderson Springs Water Masters reconstruct and restore their water system. And whereas for courage, guidance, and strength that helped bring the community together, Moke was named the 2015 Lake County Man of the Year, and he was also a recipient of the 2018 Wendell Chino Humanitarian Award for his service following the Valley Fire. And whereas, as one of the most creative business minds on the board in recent memory, Moke advocated for forward-thinking energy projects and policies and supported bold steps to invest in county facilities and our collective future. And whereas, he likewise served on the Lake Area Planning Council, and his decision-making and advocacy have helped facilitate many miles of improvements to Lake County's highways and transportation infrastructure. Whereas, he delivered a powerful State of the County address in 2018, outlining his vision for Lake County's growth and development and committing himself to innovate and forward-looking programs and projects for Lake County. And whereas, in September 2019, Governor Gavin Newsom appointed Moke to the State Board of Fire Services, the only county supervisor out of California's 58 counties to serve on the board. And whereas, as board chair in 2020, Moke was a positive voice in the county's response to the COVID-19 epidemic, never backing down in his efforts to keep citizens safe and informed while ensuring the full complement of voices had their time to speak under historic conditions. And whereas, Moke has served on numerous county boards and commissions, including the Disaster Council, Countywide Oversight Board, Mental Health Advisory Board, Middletown Area Town Hall, and the Lake County Community Risk Reduction Authority. And whereas over the years, Moke has brought project concepts to reality in District 1, recently including the Middletown multi-use path, which runs from Middletown Rancheria to the Calpine Visitor Center, and has encouraged active recreation in South Lake County. And whereas the strength of Simon has resonated in his leadership in the community, focusing on fire recovery, protection of Clear Lake and our amazing environment, supporting and expanding housing opportunities, and partnering with communities, agriculture, and the private sector to determine the economic direction and future of our region. Whereas Moke is not a frills guy, but a Middletown guy, and he has spoken from the heart throughout his tenure, and all have known where he stood. And that has earned him the abiding respect of many in Lake County's communities and each member of this board. Now, therefore, be it proclaimed, the Board of Supervisors of the County of Lake does hereby commend Supervisor Moke Simon for his dedicated service to the people of Lake County and belief in the county's enormous potential, and we extend to our colleague and friend best wishes for good health, happiness, and great success in the years ahead. Passed and adopted the 17th day of December, 2024. Signed, Chair of the Board of Supervisors, Michael Green. And there's a plaque that it's a recognition of service presented to Moke Simon in recognition of 8 years of dedicated service to the citizens of Lake County as the District 1 Supervisor.
Talk more. Well, thank you very much for this honor. It's been an honor to serve, but as EJ said, you don't do this stuff alone. My wife, Nancy, my son, Josh, my daughter, Teresa, all my family here, my cousin Ray, Gina, Hannah, John, my planning commissioner. Don't do this alone. You go into this stuff, you got to pick a planning commissioner. John's a staunch friend, and I thank you for the work you've done. We haven't always agreed. Heck, one project he denied and I overturned. So I still think we should have built that store in Middletown. So anyway, I just want to thank you all for always being here for me, and loving me for who I am. So thank you very much. The board, it's been an honor to serve. I didn't think I'd get emotional. I'm thinking of Lars right now, standing up here. I'm not going to be crying, Lars, but almost. Just thank you very much. The support of all the hard work. I sit up there, my face, but the people of this county, all of our employees, you guys do the hard work. Carol and Johanna, all you folk, the CAO, the administration office, our everyday road workers, everyone out there, you guys are the ones that deserve this proclamation. I appreciate it today, but I've always said that. Our employees are the most valuable asset this county has. And I want to thank them for supporting me on my projects when I'd come into your office or bug you, but I just want to say thank you. Thank you very much for the work for our community and our people, because they call, you guys send them over to us. But Carolyn, thank you very much for all your support and all the admin staff and our previous admin and our, county lawyers, keeping us out of trouble as much as possible. But it's about the workers of this community and the workers of this organization in Lake County and this government that really help the people thrive and do what they need to do every day. Like I said, we just get to be the faces up here, and I'd gladly get yelled at every day if one of our workers doesn't have to take on that type of brunt from a community member. So I want to thank you all. Thank you for being here. It's greatly appreciated. And a little advice to the board: never change who you are. No matter what pressures come at you, be an immovable object. Understand, listen, but don't change because it's not popular. So that's all my advice to you. And I think I've been able to show that over my 8 years. And I tell you, being chair isn't easy, huh, Mike? you can get behind real
No,
easy.
because I got a sticky note. So
Yeah.
to get on with it. I gotta get looked
Yeah,
up.
try a world pandemic coming in when you're the chair. So I appreciate it. Appreciate everyone being here. Anybody online, but my hat goes off to everybody that works hard every day at this county. I want to thank the employees. That's one of the biggest things, and the community members who voted me into office. And to take that first step to have the first Native American, and it's an honor to serve with you, EJ. And you're going to carry on the legacy of tribal people being on this board. So thank you very much. Greatly appreciated.
Excellent. We're going to open up public comment and, you want to do board comments first?
Oh, you want to do that?
You know what?
Okay.
Luca's on a deadline, so I'm going to open up public comment. We will come back to the board in a bit. Luca Moretti is from Congressman Thompson's office. Would you like to come up with that big old plaque?
Sure. So unfortunately, Congressman Thompson couldn't be here today.
Can you grab that microphone while we do that?
Of course, my apologies.
Thank you.
I'm so used to talking very loudly and not using a mic. So can you hear me?
Yes.
Perfect. So Congressman Thompson, unfortunately, is voting in D.C. today and wasn't able to be here. But he really wanted me to present you a certificate of special congressional recognition to honor your service to our community. Thank you for your 8 years of service, guiding us through multiple fires, through the COVID-19 pandemic, and all you've done for Lake County. I know that he greatly appreciates your the collaboration he's had with you and the entirety of Lake County. And I know my colleague Brad Honorado loved working with you and greatly appreciated working with you for 8 years. Congratulations. And also,
Other members of the public or staff wish to wax poetic about Mr. Simon's tenure?
I forgot to shake your hand.
Or I see a bunch of hungry people. All right, let's bring it back to the board. Supervisor Pyska.
Well, I was going to talk about how you hold all the people in your heart. And I even wrote down, especially staff. And I don't know that staff is ever going to know how much you back them up. And you always have the voice for the vulnerable and the voiceless. I'm going to cry now too. I've been looking up to you my entire life. I remember you running around the old Mini Cannon Elementary School with your iconic mohawk, and you were a leader then. And you've shown nothing but strong, solid leadership since, in everything that you've done. And it really has been an honor for me to serve with you. And I love you so much.
Supervisor Sabatier.
Well, it's been an adventure. What I know is I don't have to wonder when I stop talking to you, what did you need? Thank you for being honest. Thank you for being true. I know that you have held me accountable, and I think we always need somebody in our lives that makes sure that we stay on the straight and narrow and that we think about what we're doing. You call me out on my mistakes, you call me out on things that I say that I shouldn't say, and I appreciate the honesty, the brutal honesty. And what I know is you and I will disagree. We have in our votes, not just today, but in the past. What I cherish is that you and I can make friends, no matter how much we may disagree on certain topics, because our intentions are still the same. Our intentions is to make this community better for tomorrow, and I appreciate all the work that you've done and what you represent. It's been an honor to serve with you. Thank you so much.
So, and you're right, his microphone wasn't on. So if you could repeat all that for the record. You sit up here and just leave the button on. I think that's what happens. Moke, you were my right-hand man, whether I liked it or not, because I was sitting there and you were sitting here. But I liked it. I liked it quite a bit. Our backgrounds are so different. Our life journeys are worlds apart. But when you speak, I listen. I listen intently, because when you don't choose your words lightly, you have a keen intellect, you know how to get to the heart of the issue, and you don't waste this board's time, and you don't waste the community's time. So, unlike me, I'll flounder around an issue for a good hour. I'll go down any number of rabbit holes, and I'll be looking for various options and stuff like that. But one of the journeys I'm going to most treasure after I leave this board is having gained some limited, greater understanding of your experiences as a person of Pomo ancestry, and also as a leader on this board. How you balance those two worlds is beyond me. And as we saw this morning, there's a lot more balancing that needs to happen. So your leadership speaks to me, and I treasure it just as much as my colleagues on the board here do. And my only regret is that we don't have more time together. But I'll tell you what, 2 years of sitting there and hearing you when you speak just advanced my understanding light years. And even Twin Pine Casino, when you're correcting me that it's Twin Pine singular, not plural, now I'm correcting other people's English, and it's like you're an educator and a fierce advocate, and I'm just running out of words, which is rare for me, but you're a rare person. So thank you so much for your service. Any other people in the audience? All right, if not, let's do the photo.
Nancy, do you want me to take the photo for you?
Again, though, yeah. Just throughout the service that we've shared, one of the things that I remember the most too is during the COVID pandemic, your father and my mother passed around the same time, and that was very hard time frame. Family just passing here and there, and then taking this job on and having, ridicule, comments, things like that. When they say you take this job, you got to grow thick skin. Well, we know why. But just having that time frame, sharing that morning that we had to share together for our parents, very special. Always looking up to you as a tribal leader, as I was a tribal leader, of my tribe, watching you do it for years. Seeing your, decisive decisions. You stick to what you go with. You take accountability, and that's all anyone can ask for in a leader. And I always cherish the time I got to serve with you.
We'll do it. I'm so sorry. Oh, it's upside down.